Well, hi everyone, Cosmic Cupcake, Susie Kerr-Wright. I'm back after a very long month with the Galactic Expo here in Nashville. That was fantastic. It was the 19th and 20th, and tons and tons of vendors, all kinds of great experiences. And then I went right from that to UAC. I was out there for the United Astrology Conference, and they do that every 4 years, and it was just unbelievable. I'm still catching up from all of this, so so bear with me if I haven't returned a call or an email yet. I'm still in the process of catching up with all that. And the big shift that I come back with, other than like all kinds of amazing new techniques and tips and things to bring to my practice, we're also changing the videos. Yes, in case you're not noticing yet, videos will now come out Sunday through Sunday because my radio show on WSCA FM has now changed to Sunday. So I like to kind of keep all of that stuff in one day. And my blog talk show will still be on Sunday at 5:30. So I'll be on WSCA at 3 in the afternoon, that's Central Time, and then in between there, hopefully I'll be doing these videos to release for the week, and then at 5:30 I will be on my regular blog talk show. So some changes going on there, and big stuff coming up this week, guys. Lots and lots of cool stuff. This is a week that we've been looking at. It's almost, in my opinion, as important as what we're anticipating for December 21st, which I feel like this is almost more important this week, because this is the beginning of the shift for us. And we have several things going on that are major. All of them happen, often, but independent of each other, but all together they're hitting this week, and so that really just brings such an emphasis to it. So let's get right to it. And as we always start out with, this is our void of course moons for this week are going to be Monday, June 5th at 12:07 a.m. and it'll be void until 7:30 a.m. when the moon will enter Capricorn. And Thursday, June 7th at 7:38 a.m. the moon will be void until 9:16 a.m. when the moon is going to enter into Aquarius. And then Saturday, June 9th at 1:32 p.m. the moon will be void through 2:21 p.m. when the moon's going to enter into Pisces. And boy, will we need this Pisces moon after all the cosmic arrangements of this week. So slow down and just chill out during the weekend. A couple of other aspects that are going to happen this week. We had one today, Mercury trine Saturn. So actually today, Sunday, is a good day to kind of put some practical application to some of your dreams and ideas. And on Monday, Venus is going to square Mars, which is going to add a whole lot of fuel to some of these aspects that we have coming up, which I'm going to get into now. So first thing that we start out with is the partial lunar eclipse. It's the full moon in Sagittarius. Oh boy! So, eclipses always come in pairs, and we had one during the Galactic Expo weekend, the 19th and 20th. That was a solar eclipse. So, and this is the lunar eclipse. So every lunar eclipse plays on our emotional state. So this one in Sag is going to resonate with our feelings about the big picture and adventure and spirituality and all of those themes, travel and that kind of stuff. Questions like, where do I fit in the big scheme of things, are going to be very prominent in most people's minds. So also our personal relationships can shift into their proper places. With Sag, there is somewhat of an element of detachment where we're able to kind of see where things really belong, kind of step back. So very important that we do that. And so, for an example, a relationship that really should be better off as a friendship, now is the time that it can kind of take on that form and fall into where it should be. So, and then just apply that to anything in your life that needs to be shifted. What we saw on the outside during the solar eclipse, because it's all about what people see, what comes out, what is exposed, okay? And now is going to resonate with us at a deeper level. So, no matter what the scenario is for you, however that's panning out, being open-minded is the key to riding this out. Okay, and riding this out, I don't mean this is just an event that's going to happen. This is going to have very far-reaching effects. All of these aspects this week. So these aren't things that just kind of come and go. This is a shift in consciousness for everyone, as as a human and spiritual species. So, yay. Pisces and Virgo, for you guys, this week, one of the first things that you can do is kind of step back a bit and see where your personal involvement is in other people's lives, and that may need to shift. You may need to get a different perspective on your friends and partnerships and things. So Leo and Aries, this shift might come a little bit easier, for a little bit more naturally to you. But you know, over the next week or so, it's going to really become apparent what is going to be happening and how things have shifted over the next couple of weeks. You'll notice that. So, you know, some of the conclusions, too, that may come from this experience, from this shift this week, is they're going to resonate with what was going on for you back, like, around December 10th or so, 2011. So think back to that period. Anything you've been hanging on to from that period that maybe needs to shift or move into, you know, or be let go of, is going to have to go at this point. So, so on the same day, oh my goodness, Neptune is going to station to go retrograde, okay? You know, not an uncommon thing that happens. It's just that it's happening on, you know, on this particular day with the eclipse, and also something else I'm going to talk about coming up here. So what you want to look at is, where's the confusion been in your life? Where you know, Neptune adds confusion to wherever it is in your chart. So, but it's also spiritual growth. So where have you been kind of almost confused into a new thought process here? So this is the area where you get to take a second look, all right, and get a second chance at maybe smoothing out some things, or, you know, getting a little more handle on things. Water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, I know have been experiencing Neptune's ride in Pisces as an awakening of some sort. So some are just realizing their own psychic abilities. Some are just realizing that, wow, you know, hey, there's more than me out there. You know, there's more than just us. Earth, air, fire signs may be gaining a more understanding of their connection to the collective under this transit. So however that's coming for you, you know, if you really think about it at this point in time, you realize that you're starting to really get a grasp of that if you hadn't in the past. So now we get to fine tune and really hone in on where we're going spiritually. So, you know, for some of you, if your psychic abilities are waking up, you may want to find a mentor or somebody that you can study with, or, you know, to understand it more. For some people, you know, any sign at all, anybody at all, simply getting into a practice of meditation is a great place to start. Very simple. Keep it simple. Don't go for Buddha, you know, right away here. June 5th, here we go. Now this is one that we don't get very often. This is something called a Venus occultation. Okay. And hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, but it takes place in pairs, so around 7 or 8 years apart. So and it happens only every 120 years. So the last one in our lifetime was June 8th, 2004. So this is going to have, again, all of these eclipses and things like that resonate off of each other. So so think back to where things were for you in June 8th, you know, 2004, if you can remember. Now this takes place, it always takes place on the Gemini Sagittarius axis, which means that everyone with planets about 12 to 16 degrees of the mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sag, and Pisces, will be mainly impacted. And impacted good or bad, you know, it's up to you. So it's similar to an eclipse, but the thing about it is Venus isn't going to eclipse the sun and block out the sun. It's going to look like a little dot running across the face of the sun, and it's a really, really cool thing. And this is the last time we'll have a chance to see it in our lifetime, guys. So so definitely, if you can get to an observatory to check it out, go for it. I'll be at the Dyer Observatory that afternoon. So it's a Vanderbilt observatory. So, and also remember, you know, Venus is still retrograde. So again, you know, a lot of Venus stuff here, a lot of mental thoughts, a lot of you know, Gemini stuff, thinking processes and everything. So, you know, what's happening here is we are rethinking our relationships. We are rethinking the way we communicate to others. Okay, and so, you know, it's being open-minded, because where we're closed-minded, we're going to start getting hit with things that we're not really happy about. You know, so again, you know, the theme for all of these aspects this week is simply honesty in your communication with yourself and others. Okay, Astrologer Rosemark, so I got to meet at UAC. She's fabulous, from Canada. She says what's happening now collectively for all of us as human beings is we're leaving behind the polarization that's built over this last cycle of the ages here, and you know, that was the age of patriarchy. So we're now in the age of creative transformation. So wow. So guys, really, when you think about it, just don't sweat the small stuff, because really, in the big scheme of things, it's all small stuff, right? So, you know, everyone's been looking to December 21st as the big mamma jamma, but this is really the opening of the door. This is where we get to see where we're going to go. So where are you going to go? What are you creating for yourself? Be very mindful of that. Our communication is likely going to change forever from this point forward. That's a good thing. So, to find out where all of this huge cosmic energy is taking place in your personal chart, contact me through my website, www.astrogirl12.com, or you can friend me on Facebook and send me an email through Facebook, and my Facebook name is Astrogirl Suzie, S-U-Z-I-E. So, I will, I'll be on Blog Talk. I'm back on Blog Talk now going forward at 5:30 Central, 6:30 Eastern. And that's all I got for you. Boy, isn't that enough? You guys have a sweet and delicious week.